So I get this question a lot. I get this question a lot about a lot of stylists want to move to different cities. And so I actually need to do like a real, like have a real thing. But I love ranting and I love talking about whatever I'm talking about now. And this is my channel. I'm Lakeisha Michelle. Hit the subscribe button. So listen, share this with a colleague if they're looking into doing the same thing. But I want to just tell you guys about what I did. Okay, I'm talking about myself. But it just works. Like, it just works. So take my story. Hey girl. Hey. How are you recovering, Stacy? How are you? Hey Sherelle, what's going on, boo? Y'all know I love emojis. Heart this up, like it up, give me some emoji waves and some cute emoji girls because I love emojis. Peter, what up? So listen, let's talk about what I did to get the clients. And here are the things that you need to know about any business when you're moving to a new city or when you're starting a new business, blah, blah, blah. There are certain factors that make up a business, okay? So we're going to talk about the things that make up a business, okay? Let's talk about that first because this is how I've always thought. How? Because I'm like, what is this? Hold on, y'all, ADD. I was like, what's on my hand? It's like ink, I guess. But this is how I've always thought about, even though it's the beauty business, I've always thought this about business in general. Hence why I've always had a lot of successful side hustles, right? When you think about all the little stories I tell you guys all the time, they worked because I understood the couple of factors that you need to have in business. Hey, Sherelle. So, what's going on, guys? So here's the deal. In order to do business, there's some different lanes and stuff that you have to have in place. But in general, you need some people, okay? And you need to have a product that they want. I'm going to say that again. You need to have a product that they want. A lot of people are trying to sell stuff that don't nobody even want. Nobody's even thinking about. So it's just harder for you to jump off in business. And you think that entrepreneurship isn't for me. As if it chose something. No, it's just that, if it's not something that's a super, super want right now, it's going to be a harder sell. But anyway, you need to have people, okay? And you got to give those people something that they want. Okay? And you need to actually get paid for it. So there's money to be exchanged. So when you just understand that super simple concept, that's what I was like, okay, cool. So I'm selling hairstyles, okay? I'm a hairstylist. I help women feel amazing by giving them healthy hair and, their hair not falling on the ground. Like, it's real simple. I do hair. Everybody need their hair done. They got to go to work. They got kids. They don't know how to do hair. You need your hair done, period, if you want to look like a normal human in society, okay? So the least person is going to get their hair done like every 6 weeks. The normal person. Some people don't get their hair done at all. That's cool. But the majority of people are going to go every 4 to 6 weeks to get their hair done. My goal is to find people. I need a lot of people so that those 4 to 6 week cycles begin to happen on my salon appointment books. So just because I'm moving to a different city, it doesn't mean that, the game changes. Like, I still got to go to this new city and I still got to find people. And I'm having the conversation because a lot of people ask me about what happened when I moved to California. I got there. I didn't know anybody. The streets look different. The freeways are weird. Most of the stuff looks dirty. Like in the popular parts of LA, it looks very dirty. People were it was just weird, right? I didn't know anything, but the steps that I took in Texas were the same steps that I took in California, which was I need to figure out where these people are that want to get their hair done. Okay, so my first goal was just, where do I find these people? That's what I always tell you people. Get people, convert people, keep people, right? I tell everybody that because that's the name of the game in most business. So I was like, where are these people that want to get their hair done? And so I had to get out and ask. So I surveyed random women. I would be in Target. If I saw a black woman, I was like, hey, where y'all get your hair done at? Because I need to know, because I'm looking to serve black women. I.e. why everybody screams, know your customer avatar, right? I knew who I was trying to serve. At the end of the day, I could do any hair. So for all those people like, what about the others? Like, I can do hair. Hair's hair, right? But I know where my niche is. My niche is helping black women. So I got to California and I said, I need to find the black women that have a professional job, because those are the women that I want to help. Okay? So I knew who I wanted to help. And I went to find them. And then every time I got in front of one, even if they had a stylist, I would say, well, hey, give me some tips. What are you looking for in a stylist? So that I just knew what people are looking for. I knew where she liked to hang out. I paid attention to what she wore. I paid attention to what she was saying, right? And so It just was a slow build. I think that most people get intimidated about moving to a new city because you don't trust yourself. You don't trust your ability to get out and do what I just said. And then, we just have all these other scary things in our mind. And at the end of the day, it's like you're just in a new city. You're a person. People do business with people. You got to find more people. So you have to be willing to go to grocery stores, Starbucks, and feel like a stalker and talk to people that you don't know. Because to me, that's the fastest way is I go find people. I go get in front of the people who want to buy what I have. And so that's what I did. I literally was always at the Ladera Shopping Center. You actually see the Ladera Shopping Center in a lot of movies that are filmed in LA. I lived right there. It was just a bunch of, so I was like, I'm going to be up in here. And I went to the mall, okay? And I was just always looking for people. Just out looking for people. Hey, I do hair. Hey, I do hair. Hey, I do hair. Hey, look at my shirt. It says I do hair. That was it. I think people, you're trying to make it more complicated than it really needs to be. Like, oh, what is it going to be like? You're going to drop in that city. I dropped in the city broke and not really knowing anything about nothing other than I know that I can do this hairstyle. I got this one thing that I can do. Okay. And I found my angle because now here's where mindset is important. At one point I was like, well, everyone in LA wears weave. So since I don't do weave, oh, woe is me. I don't do weave. Everyone in LA wears weave. So what I tried to do initially, actually, was I wanted to just make some money. Okay, so I was like, I'm about to just put that I do weave, but I actually I don't like doing weaves. Do I know how to do them? Yes, I can do all hair. I'm that hairstylist that you sit in my chair. I can deliver. Do I want to do weave? No. So when I started trying to do weave, I quickly remembered I don't like doing weave. So here's another tip. Do the things that you like to do on a day, because there's repetition involved in business. And so if you're doing something on a regular basis that you don't like who wants to live like that? And so I quickly remembered I don't like doing weave. So I was like, stop that. Here's what I love is that when you really are committed to making something happen, it'll happen, whether it's the right thing or the wrong thing. So I started going after the weave clients and they started calling me. And then I realized I didn't want these people. So now I've wasted all this time chasing the dollar sign because of how much money comes from a weave, which is really not that big of a deal because you make the same money doing short hair. All my people who think weave is richer than short hair, I'm sorry. I like my short hair clientele, and you can still make, you have to see more clients, and then it's all relative because I know some people, they're charging multiple $100s per real hair client. I don't got no hair, so I can't use the example. So they're still making the same amount of money as weave. Even if I'm doing 5 women or 2 women, like I'm still going to make the same amount of money. That's my choice. I can adjust my schedule to make whatever the dollar sign is, right? So don't look at hair or your business as what makes the most money. That's what I'm going to do. No, you actually have to enjoy it because there's something called mastery. There's something called passion. And in the beauty industry specifically, even if the only thing you do is blow dry, you can really turn it into a $40 million business. The lady did it. The lady who created the blow dry bars. She loved working with women. She loved blow drying hair. And it's a $40 million business. It's franchise. It's just solid. It works, right? So when I got to California, I literally knew that, and I'm going to tell every hairstylist this, give yourself 6 months. I always call people that have did one-on-one coaching. I can tag them. Like anybody who's on here, if you've been on here and done one-on-one coaching with me, like I always tell people, if you're not willing to give it, 6 months, 3 to 6 months in the hair industry specifically, because that kind of marketing takes time. You got to get in the city and you got to set up shop and you got to make some noise. And it just takes time because nobody's dying to get their hair done. It's not an emergency room. You're not in the medical industry. You're not they say the best industries is like funerals and medical, right? Because it's like somebody always sick and somebody always dying and a baby is always being born, right? But in the hair industry, while we love women to shop, it's not an emergency, right? Until it is, but it's not an emergency. So you've got to give time because people connect with people. When it comes to stylists, like you've got to just be committed to day in, day out, 7 days a week, schedule an hour or two. If you ain't got no job, I don't know what else you're going to be doing all day anyway. But, okay, schedule your time to be out and be seen. And people be like, you feel awkward. Okay, you feel awkward, but how awkward is your bank account? So what I did was, first of all, I looked for a day job. Okay, let's be real clear. I was like, let me give me a little day job so I can find me some little side hustle money, got a little sales job, and I still was out marketing. I did a lot of stuff, right? I didn't know nobody. I'm like, okay, I need to have a look change coming in, and then I'm gonna still keep going. I go to the mall, I hit my same little circle. And then I start asking other people. And then I start making YouTube videos and making sure my traffic from my YouTube videos was starting to understand that I'm now in LA, because I had built so much traffic, people calling me from Dallas. So then I started changing the conversation on my YouTube channel from Dallas to California. To this day, my phone rings y'all, that's the emoji. To this day, my phone rings every day. Somebody's calling me from Dallas or California. I did that on purpose. And it takes, the calls are getting greater, even though I haven't been in the salon since December 2016. Okay, so you got to think about the time that it takes. Most hairdressers are not willing to put in time. And I was just talking to my friend, and I'm like, yo, she's looking at this move, and I'm just telling her the real deal. And she was like, this is so real, thank you, right? And I'm thinking to myself, other people need to hear that, because here's the deal, especially in the beauty industry. The beauty industry is very competitive, especially the black beauty industry. We love acting like we the hostess with the mostest, showboating, as my grandmother would say, showboating cars and purses and all of that kind of stuff. And so what happens is the stylists that are just starting out, or the stylists that are moving to a new city, you get overwhelmed by looking at other people posting their highlights of life. So you're like, oh my God. So then you're just as good as that person. The person I was talking to, I said, let me tell you something. I think you're the best hairdresser I've ever met. She is the best. She is the coldest. I know a lot of cold hairstylists. I done been behind the scenes on some VIP stuff. I done seen a lot of stuff. I haven't seen people. She has such a talent. So I was just like, you the coldest. Like, this person may be more popular than you, but it's only because they're consistent in showing up. So if you just consistently show up, do the same few things, what I realized when I started going to hair classes back years ago, the popular people hair class, when I got there, I was like, they're not doing that much different from me. The difference was their consistency. The difference was their commitment. The difference was that they showed up even when they didn't feel like it. Come on. I started doing hair in California, probably late. If I moved in probably late. I'm definitely for sure 2015 and 2016. It was only 2 years, like, solid, right? I can't remember if I did hair in 2014. I don't think I did. But yeah, I was still hustling. I had video contracts. I was doing all kinds of stuff. I was definitely making my coins, right? But I hurry up and got to work. And then I also knew that, okay, when I'm tired of doing all these random things, hair is what works. I know it. I'm about to jump back in. So I jumped out the game too early. That's just honest and raw, right? But the thing is, my point to my friend, and I wanted to make this point out loud because so many people, we as a people, especially with the internet, Instagram and all that stuff, you get caught scrolling. And so then you're like, man, they great, man. And what's happening is you're telling yourself that you are late, that you ain't popping, that you don't have this, and you're just training yourself to compare yourself. And it's really time out for that. It's really time out to be excited because I post the Gucci bag. You know what? I can go buy 20,000 sweaters today. Do you see this zipper on this sweater? Like, it's broken. Like, I don't care. It has nothing to do with my bank account. Like, nothing has. It's really so time out for people to be, in order for people to I would make more sales if I posted my red BMW. Because then they'll be like, oh, she's really successful. Like, that's so stupid. Like, it should never be about that. It should always be about the work. Like, what are you doing? It should always be about what makes the business run. It should always be about strategy, right? And so here's the deal. You get to the new city and you don't go to bed without hustling every single day. Hustling means getting out and getting customers. Yes, Facebook advertising and all these things work. If you don't have money, how are you going to pay for Facebook ads? You have to have an audience that you're clear on too. Most hairstylists are still trying to figure out who their audience is. So why would you invest money in advertising when you don't even know who you want to go to? First, you need to get really, really clear. Ads are amazing when something is narrowed down, the niche is clean and clear, like it's popping, right? But if you have a budget for it, and for me, you got to have a budget for the Facebook person who's going to do the ads, because I'm not interested in learning another thing that ain't got nothing to do with nothing I want to do. I don't want to run a Facebook ad. I'm going to have to pay somebody to run the ad, and then I have to give that person that I pay money so they can actually put the money into Facebook. Do y'all understand? So that's $1,000 a month expense, $700 minimum, right? So what? Like, if you ain't got no money, how you gonna pay for advertisement? And if you don't know who you're talking to, why would you pay for advertisement? The goal has always been to get people. So you need to be clear and you need to be willing to give it time. I think hairdressers specifically don't. People, you got to give it time. It takes time to build the clientele. Unless you're going to do Groupon or something like that, you know, where they send you a bunch of random people that don't stay anyway. I'd rather just be old school and build clientele. So and guys, send your questions. I see your questions. Great questions, by the way. So, no, I don't mind you asking Artistry anything you want to ask. I'm open book. So, like, the thing is, you have to, like, be willing to put in time, okay? And then don't get off social media. Like, some people, I caught myself a long time ago. Stop following this person because you're actually idolizing their success, and that's not healthy. There's nothing wrong with being inspired. There's absolutely nothing wrong with having luxury cars and bags. Absolutely nothing wrong with luxury, honey. If you don't know me by now, I love all but see, I don't have to post. It has nothing to do with anything other. It has nothing to do with me. I mean, I just love like nice things, right? And my nice thing is different from your nice thing. Like my nice thing, I put all my money into electronics and experiences and first class, business class tickets and stuff, right? Versus a purse, because a purse is just a purse. Actually, I hate purses. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't measure ourselves, our value on these things. And in the beauty industry specifically, it seems like people are looking for a magic key to clientele. And the key is you. You've always been the key. You've always been the plug. It's always about you. So I would suggest that you be cool with actually just putting in the work and building a name for yourself, right? And don't go overboard. Don't try to do everything at once. If you move to a new city, your sole focus is get somewhere to work and work that chair. You need everybody to know you in that vicinity, right? Even if they're not in the vicinity. I strongly recommend YouTube. YouTube is Google. So people start Google. People literally all the time Google Dallas short hair specialist. So what did I do? I made myself that person. Who deemed me the person? Me. Who deemed me the person in LA? Me. People still call me every day. And I be like, it's just me. Like, because I believe in me. I believe in me and me. I'll never leave you out. I will always accept every client. Oh, yeah. Because I am... Okay, I'm sorry. Listen, it's just me. Like, what? It's just me. So I would love for you guys to bet on yourselves and understand, here's what it takes. You have to be willing to get into unfamiliar territory and be uncomfortable. Because the first 3 to 6 months, you're going to be uncomfortable. For some of you, there are some people, I believe differently for myself now, but that's because I've done it a couple times and I've traveled all over the world. And everywhere I go, I get people like this because I've mastered the skill of getting people. You guys are looking for something different when it's the same old jam. It's all business. People by you. Exactly. Oh my God, Jacqueline Wells. Because guess what? The way I built my business that I currently run, which is teaching online courses, I built it the same way. I went and got people. 1 people, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people. I just went and got people. Straight from the UK. I'm so glad I found your channel. Hey, Julie B, what's up, boo? Subscribe and welcome to the club, boo. We do everything on here now. We talk business. We do hair. We do makeup. We praise Jesus together. It's just a good old channel, honey, of all of the above. That's how it seems. Good afternoon. Racing after my dream. This is totally my subject. B. Lauren, what you want to talk about, boo? Give me some questions. So what I love is that I believe in me. Right. I believe in God and God believes in me and God says I can, therefore I am. How about that? Because I don't want nobody to be thinking, like literally, it's like I prayed to God, made this happen. Show me the people. God put the perfect people in my life. I have the best people in California. People, and I have the best clients. Like everybody ain't the best client, but I have some clients that became like this with me. And it ain't but like 3, you know what I'm saying? But these are my homies. And God will just give you, all you need is actually about 4. You only need a few people. Okay? So the problem is never all these other things that we worry about. Now here's some real skinny facts because people like facts. Where did you work? So when I first moved to LA, the lady that I used to roommate with, she had a room. The room was small. I stayed in that room for $600 a month, okay? I shared a bathroom. It was just a room with a door, okay? The house was beautiful house. She let me have access, so it really was like the house was mine because she literally let me have access. I mentioned share the bathroom because I can't stand sharing bathrooms. But anyway, it was beautiful, honey. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Lucky Ladera Heights, honey. Beautiful. Beautiful home. I was definitely blessed to find an amazing roommate. I had an amazing, we just got along when it comes to the roommate thing. We never went in each other's way. And it just so happened that she was a hairstylist. Now, when I moved there, she and I never had a conversation about me working. She had a salon in the separate part of her home. So it's a beautiful salon in the back of her house. She had a salon. I never said I wanted to work there. She never said I could work there. It was not a thing. So when I realized that I need to actually work there and I didn't want to pay, I didn't want to have the actual overhead, I offered commission. I went to her with the proposition like, hey, if I do this here, I'm going to give you this much commission. Okay, cool. I gave her commission to work there. Once I started getting very quickly, I started working there. Boom, shot up. Too many people. We and her realized, okay, we both can't work here. So I went and I searched and searched. And when I tell you, searching and searching and searching all over California is a pain in the butt. Most people in California work in salon suites and they don't move because California is cluttered. Business owners are rude. So I found this lady. She told me she was going to let me work in a salon. And she said I could work by the day. So I paid her by the day. The minute she saw how many clients I had, because your girl blew up real quick. Why? Because I'm consistent. I'm on time. I instantly was trying to get people to book up for the month. It's just really simple, right? And so I had people hanging out the door, right? She was like, oh, no, you got to pay me more money. I said, no, you told me that we could do this. This was our agreement. She was like, yeah, but you got too many people and you're going to make my water bill go up. I'm not even the only stylist here. What are you talking about? So that wasn't going to work because you're not going to try to charge me more than other people. What she was trying to charge me was more than her weekly booth rent. So I was like, you do realize that that's more than what you charge for the week. And she was like, yep. Okay, cool. You're dirty. She said, my sister. I'm not your sister, honey. You're wrong. And there's a lot in California. There are a lot of little jackleg business people. That's what people get scared of California because it's so many people. Anything goes because it takes so long for somebody to find out that it's dirty, right? And anyway, so that didn't work. So I was like, okay, I need to find somewhere. I can't remember. No, what happened was, so after that lady told me that, my roommate was like, okay, well, you can come back here, but we need to definitely work on, because I just had too many people and we're in a neighborhood and you're not supposed to even do hair. And let me be clear, I was doing hair somewhere where actually it was illegal. Okay, so I'm gonna just be real clear. In that city, the law doesn't allow you to actually do hair there because California has water laws. So if I wanted to make it legal, it wouldn't have been legal in that city. And guess what? I didn't care because I had to work, okay? So that's just the honest truth. Do I recommend it? I mean, I'm going to just tell you that's what I did. You make your own choice. So I was willing to take the risk. Now, so then I worked at the salon again with her while I looked for somewhere to go. So I just looked and I just kept on looking and looking and looking and looking. And I found... I went to salon suite after salon suite. They didn't have any openings. People were not giving up their studios. They don't because there's so much janky business. So then I found this place in LA and I was like, okay, I'm gonna work here. Ghetto. Ghetto. Like gangster people, ghetto. Like stylist got people relax on their head. She go smoke a blunt. 4 people with relaxers on their head and she's smoking a blunt outside. I was like, it was ghetto. Some of y'all wouldn't have moved because you feel like your clientele is too. My clientele knew my heart and I said, look, y'all, I'm trying to find somewhere. I was updating them on a regular basis of what was going on. This is where I can do hair at. So, and here's what worked for me. I did hair at 5 in the morning. So I just made nobody in the hood getting up to do hair that early. So I just made sure that I did hair when nobody else was up. And it actually worked for me because then I had the whole day to myself. So it was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I make my money at 5 a.m. Nobody's in there. I'm done by noon. I'm at the crib. And so I have time to market. I have time to keep going back to work. And the only time I saw people was on Saturday because Saturday you have a little bit more people. But I always finished around 1 or 2 on Saturday. They barely got there at 10. So it wasn't like my clientele was with those people for a long time. And I hate to say those people, but them folks was ghetto. Woohoo, honey. Ghetto. I don't know if they're gonna fight today. One time some roaches came. Like I can't. It was ghetto. It was complete. But we had a blast. We made the best of it. We didn't focus on what was ghetto. We just focused on the fact that, hey, I got somewhere to work and I can do people. So I stayed there. And then once the roach came to my house, I left the next week because I don't play with roaches. Literally, a roach came to my house. The same exact bug that was at the salon. And I had the man come to my house. I said, where did this bug come from? He said, ma'am, these kind of bugs don't even get upstairs. That's not the kind of, it had to come on my stuff. So what happened was I had took all my, they steal your stuff at the salon. So I used to take my little plastic bin. Ain't no plastic bin. But I used to take all my products in a plastic bin, and I kept my products all together. I never kept my stuff separate. I took my important belongings home because they steal. So, and see, y'all think y'all too good. I'm never too, like, it doesn't make me ghetto that I'm working at a ghetto salon. So I had no problem. Still charging my regular prices too. I wasn't trying to be cheap like them. And what was funny was me being in that salon. We all homies. They said Lakeisha's a pretty gangster, because you know when you first get somewhere, you in a new city and it's gang people, you got to let people know I love Jesus, but don't try me. So we got along very well, me and all the girls. It's cool, like it was no different. The only thing that was, it was great. So I didn't have no problem, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, people will try you when you're not there. They will use your products, stuff come up missing. It was just a mess. So I took my stuff home one day, and there was a freaking bug, right? The same bug, because what happened was this plant, this is random. This plant was in the by the front door. And it was at a time where it was really, really windy. So then the plant blew over, and when it blew over, all these bugs came running into the salon. So they never could get they didn't just get an orchid man or something. They just like act like nothing ever happened. So all these bugs, I'm blow drying hair one day, and the bug is on my hand and gets on the client. It was crazy. I'm telling y'all, it was crazy. I put up with a lot. So then I was like, I don't deal with bugs. And so I just left. So I didn't even know where I was going to go. But what I knew was I was tired. This was like the 50th thing that had happened. I was fed up. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm done. I quit. I'm tired of the hood. I'm sick of this. So I went and I said, everybody, shut it down. And so the people that pay me on retainer, I looked at my fixed expenses in my business, in my life, and I said, I'm only gonna take a few people to my crib, because I don't let everybody to my crib, but y'all gonna have to come to my house. They pay me by the month, and that's how I started working at my house. And that's it. And so I did hair at my house for a long time, and then I found a salon studio. Finally, I found a studio. They called me back because I had just kept getting on call lists. And so the studio that I rented was $400 a week. It was actually more than $400. I just can't remember what it was. It was like $420 for something. So it was like, I know I paid, $1,600 something a month, right? And so I think it was like, I don't know what, it was a little over $400 a month. A week. And so my studio was $400 a week. No problem. Super excited to be there. They had what's up with the roaches? It was roaches there too. But anyway, it wasn't them kind of roaches that followed you home. But it's just a big old cocker. I think because it was by the garage. Anyway, this place was great. There's a lot of homeless people where I was, in Long Beach, downtown Long Beach. The place was great. But what happened was once my other business ventures took off, I was just not at the salon enough. And I actually didn't want to be. I moved there so I can have a YouTube studio. But the place was just so narrow. And I was like, it wasn't the right shape. I didn't think that through. I've been there long enough. And I was like, I can just do this at my crib, because the people that are coming here were the same people my same little monthly people. I don't need new customers. That was just the thing I was doing. So, and Shorthair Bootcamp was taking up a lot of my time. So I decided Shorthair Bootcamp is my online class. And I was traveling with Lisa Nichols. There was just a lot going on, and I wasn't using the space. So I was like, forget it. Because I want to do my videos. And so I want to set up that I can keep all the time. So I looked at my expenses again, make sure I can do it. I got rid of my car. I did a bunch of stuff because I was also in the process of paying off debt. So still in the process. And so I got rid of my Jeep because I was like, this is an expense that I don't need. I don't even drive it like that. I live down the street. I went and bought a bike. Pause. I sold my car and went and bought a bike. Okay. So, and I did that before I moved out the salon suite. I rode my bike to the salon for at least, I don't know, a long time. People made fun of me. They were like, oh my God, this girl in this bike. I used to take my bike in the salon with me. So when people walk in to get their hair done, they walk past my bike. They're like, that's my bike. I loved riding my bike to work and riding at home. It was just amazing. Moved into a high rise. I saved so much money. I was at the crib chilling, doing hair with high-end clientele and building my other business. Okay, so that's what happened there. Now, and I just got to know the city because I would go to different events. I went places. I didn't stay. I looked online to see what concerts, what free stuff was happening. I follow people that are in LA, like Tyrese. He was always holding stuff at the time. So that's what I did. I just got out. I would just go to the W Hollywood and sit up there and talk to people. I met so many people by sitting at the bar at the W Hollywood, at Sofitel in Beverly Hills. Like, I learned LA like this. LA is not what people think it is. It's just not that serious. Orange County is nice. It's spacious. I like Orange County because it's clean. But just in general, the stuff you see on TV be like one street compared to what you actually see. It's just not this. LA is no different. It's just a ton of people there. So people can run game on you. They have that weird thing where people can go up on rents on you at any given time. They'd be like, rents raised. And you'd be like, what? So, that's the thing. You can charge more. And actually, my prices weren't that different from Texas prices, which I think is funny. Everybody be worried about prices and cost of living. There's a cost. You can live anywhere you want to live in California. If you want to live in a high rise like I did, cool. And I love living in a high rise. I went swimming every day. It was amazing. And then living there, nice people live there. People with money live there. So it was great networking and it was just fun, right? But it's no big deal. Like, my price I didn't say, oh guys, because I live in a high rise now, my price is going up. Actually, my price was the same. And it wasn't about price gouging people. You just got to be consistent. Most people, and then you got to manage your time. If you got your client in there all day long, if you're doing hair and somebody else looking at you, like, that make my nerves bad when clients are looking at me because I'm just slow. So I don't run a business like that. So I don't have to worry about, I just didn't have to worry about that. I don't know. It doesn't take that much to live, guys. People are so busy. It doesn't take that much to live. Like, it really doesn't. Just pay your rent. We have a lot of unnecessary expenses. So I would go and look at your fixed expenses. And your fixed expenses are things that you have to do. You have to pay your rent. You have to pay your light bill. And do that in your business as well. Because that's how I operated. I was like, make sure I'm good with my necessary. And then what do I want to have so that I can go out to eat and, whatever I want to do. And then I operated in those numbers, okay? Because I'm independent, right? So I don't have to worry about managing people. Ugh, I don't want to do that. So, okay, let me get to some questions. But that's what it took. It took consistency. Moral of the story. It took me going out, talking to people I don't know. You guys are so nervous of it. What are they going to think of me? It's not about you. If you walk up to somebody and say, are you looking for short, sassy, healthy hair? They say yes or no, you move on. Or you ask them, who do they know? Do you know anybody? Okay, well, if you need to back up for what you got going on, here's my card. Bing. And you keep going. It's just a numbers game. You have to break those barriers and those limiting beliefs about all this randomness. Nobody has time for it. I'm coming out of my comfort zone because the other way is not working for me. Come on, Jacqueline. I'm tired of being broken just because I have 2017 Beamer, but my husband is paying for it. Right. And the thing is, when we get tired of being tired, then we get inspired all of a sudden. Sometimes, and my goal, or one thing I heard, I think it was Warren Buffett. I think it was Warren Buffett when he said, you can learn from mistakes, like your mistakes, or you can learn from other people's mistakes. And he said, I wanted to learn from other people's mistakes. So you don't have to always keep making the same mistakes. And I want y'all to learn from my ignorance on fire. Because I truly, literally ran business like ignorance on fire. What does that mean? Make $1,000 today, spend $1,000 today. Blink, say, oh, well, and do it the next day. Because it's just easy. It's not hard. So that's why I teach people how to get customers, because it's not hard. That's not the hard part. And I know somebody's saying, but what about me? It's hard for me. You don't understand. I know, guys. And that's what I teach and share for free, so that you can understand that I'm not more special than you. And the reason I've gotten good, I can just turn on the camera and do whatever I want, because it took practice. But first I used to try to be perfect at everything in life. Then I just said, screw perfect, because there's no perfection. That's why I scream that all the time. You just got to start where you are. Not too many options. That happened to me. I didn't want to work with most of them. They were very unprofessional, but they got business. That's not my style. I'm very punctual and professional. Exactly. I am definitely on time. Like, I don't play that. And my clients, it's the running joke. My clients will be like, Keisha crazy. Because when you're late, they be walking in there, they Gucci bag. I'm here. You don't have no appointments. Because I don't play that. I'm not going to be in here all day with these roaches. You missed it. Maybe catch me next time. Bling. Like, I don't play. I run my chair very, very much. When it comes to salon business, I do not play. Customers will drive you nuts with their antics. and you'll drive them nuts with your antics. And so you got to meet in the middle. You have to offer them an environment. You have to offer them class. But you also, they don't get to just bully you, okay? Because some customers, especially in LA, when I first got to LA, all the clients would come late. And I literally put a big sign on my website, on my online booking. Do not be late. If you are late, you will be canceled. And I will charge that I will charge you, okay? So that stopped there real quick. And it actually kept the ghetto birds away because, you know, I just don't want a certain type of clientele. So I had to put a little list. I tell y'all that you could tell people who you do not want to work with. I do not want to work with certain types of people, and I have choice. That is all. Why did thou choice? I'm from Georgia. I don't want to go to Georgia. Been there, done that. I wrote a book about it. I'm going to just go to California because that's new. I'm a Southern girl. My family from Georgia, Florida. I've been to Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi. I know that section. So I was trying to say section, not six section. But I know I'm familiar with that. It's not hard for me to go to any of those cities and come up. So I wanted to go to California, first of all, because I love just the Cali dream. I love palm trees. I love sunny weather. That's why I have a drop top. I love to let my top down and just be like, oh, Cali. Because it feels good. Like I'm itching for it. Yesterday when I had allergies, I almost got on the plane tomorrow because I was like, I can't be in Texas with these allergies right like this. I couldn't even breathe and see. It was just ridiculous. I don't even have allergies in California. So there's just the part. But guess what? When you get to California, here's the myths I want to let go. I want you guys to let go of. It's not better than anywhere else. Like unless you talk about the ocean. Now you can argue me about the beach because I think the beach is amazing, right? I moved there for the weather. But and I love that people in California are not so serious. Like people in the South, y'all way too serious. Like way too serious. I've had so many, that's a whole nother storyline. But California's just laid back. Like nobody gets dressed. Like in the South, we overdo it. We be like over the top dressed up, Southern Belles. And in Cali, it's like khakis and flip-flops all year round. It's just laid back. But that's also why the stylists there to me are lazy. So it was easy for me to take 6 months and come up on them. I hit the 6-figure mark in less than a year because they're lazy over there and they like being late and they take their time and they really don't want to market and everything is so cowabunga. It's cool. You got this little Southern hustler coming up on you. Like if I really cared to manage a salon, which I don't, but if I did, oh my G, it would be insane. And I would train the stylist. I'd give them my blueprint. I would be literally it would be insane because there's a system and it just works. And it's the same system I did in California. It would be the same thing I did in ATL. Yes. Stop talking about a snack. Don't you see me live streaming? He gotta look like that. Are we gonna get a snack? I can't. Anyway, how did you get to travel with the company you traveled with for 6 months? They had a contest and I auditioned for it via video. And they had requirements. Great question, Artistry. So she was referring to when I won Spread the Love. I was nominated. I had to audition. And the audition was literally make a video. So I was like, hey, my name is Lakeisha Michelle. The audition is still on YouTube. And my video was sideways because I didn't know. My friend recorded the video and I'm sitting up and the video was actually like sideways. So it's like, hey, I'm Lakeisha Michelle. And I'm a god, I love the hair industry. And they said, come on in. That's just how it works. I don't like being watched either. No, I do not like when it's 100 people waiting on me to finish a client. That makes my nerves bad. I can't. So that's why I have very strict time limits. Are you still living in Cali? I rent in Cali. Oh, it's a second. Let me pay my rent. Oh my God, I ain't pay my rent, y'all. I rent in Cali and I'm in Texas because I just been here. I came here for 3 days and I've been here because it's just like, that's where I want to be right now. I needed space. California is cluttery. Okay? Like where I live at, let me tell you, it's fabulous. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedroom home. I had to think about it. I had to count the upstairs. I live downstairs. Y'all know Gigi. I live at Gigi house, okay? I pay Gigi rent. Gigi has a beautiful big old house, honey. It's enough room for 20 people up in there. It's just chill space for everybody. 5 bedroom, 3 bathroom. My bathroom is newly remodeled, jacuzzi, jet tub. It's nice. So when my lease was up in my high rise, I was like, I don't even know what I want to do. I was looking for somewhere else to move. I love California. You're gonna move a lot. First of all, I moved into a brand new high rise. It was so many things I hated about the place, but so many things I loved. But I didn't want to pay that. I wanted to find somewhere that I just absolutely like. I want to love this place. And so there were some changes that they made I didn't like. too much fake security. It was too much. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna find somewhere. The place that I found, they said they weren't leased until November. So they're right by Gigi house, of course. And then the people who was gonna move out, they didn't move out. So I didn't have nowhere to go. Well, and I looked, me and Gigi went apartment hunting, and I didn't find nothing I liked. And then my thing was, why? And I kept saying, why am I rushing to give somebody, $3,000 a month minimum? There's no rush. There's nothing I need to do. I'm at Gigi house anyway every day. So Gigi had an extra room downstairs. It just made sense. And so what turned into me just being there until I find a place, it's like, I just keep saying, what do I need to move for? And I'll move, but there's no need right now because there's no need. Like, I haven't found something I'm super, super in love with. The places that I did find, they didn't have the kind of apartment because I want space. My goal right now is space. So also, I like having the spot at Gigi house because I have my car there. I got my own room, got my own bathroom. I'm downstairs, they upstairs. It's literally perfect. It's like a bachelorette pad. It's only me, Gigi, and Kiki. And so it's just like, we call it the bachelorette pad. We have drinks, we cook, we laugh, we talk, we have a great time. So that's where I live now. And I'm in Texas right now. I had to come here and take my mom to the doctor. She had multiple doctor appointments. My mom has dementia. And so, just helping my dad with that. And then I just been here ever since. It was the holidays. Sunday we having dinner. So I'm just with my family. And I realized that that's what matters, right? And so I realized that I have choice. Like, I can live wherever I want. So that's exciting. And actually, I've been looking at places here so I can have like a rental there. That way I can go to California whenever. And I'll still have a car there. I have a car here. And then, that's it. Ghetto birds. Truth, they are lazy in LA. They are so lazy in LA. You sound like me. That is the life I want. I live in Dublin, Georgia. It's nothing to do and no beaches nearby. Yeah. What area in LA? I moved from ATL. I'm in the valley. I don't like the valley. It's too hot. Oh, Jesus, no. I like LA. So I lived in Ladera Heights. And then I moved to Long Beach. And then I stayed right on literally, when y'all used to see me running on the beach, I had a requirement. It was a dream for me to move to California and live on the beach. And I always told myself I couldn't afford it. And actually, it was $1,500 a month. That is so cheap. I literally lived across the street from the beach for $1,500 a month. Now, when I moved to the high rise, okay, no, that wasn't $1,500. But moving across the street from the beach, $1,500 a month. It was so simple. I lived in a mansion. Okay, it was like different levels, and people lived on different levels. We all had our own apartment in the mansion, and I lived in a mansion across the street from literally all I had to do was cross the street, and the beach is right there. And the high rise that I moved in, I found it by riding my bike, and I seen them doing the construction. So when they were putting that high rise up, it's so funny. I said, I'm gonna move there. I had no clue what it was gonna look like. So really, I just moved there because I like the challenge. I was like, I want to live like that because I never lived like that. I always said that kind of living was for someone else, and it was no big deal. Been there, done that. It doesn't matter. Like, my point is, like, you can have what you want. You don't need to have it. The thing is, you need to know that you got to hustle and find people. And that is the key when you move to a new city. If you drop me in Montana, why do I say Montana? Because I was in Montana, it was no black people. And by the time I was getting ready to leave, the people in Montana was like, Keisha is the bomb. Like, and I was only in there for a couple days because I know my skill and my craft and I knew how to get people. Like, I just like, okay, look, y'all may not be used to my skin color, but watch this skills though. Blow dry this hair. Boom. They were like, oh my God, my hair feels amazing. And that's all. Because, honey, the stylists there were lazy too. Like, most people don't educate. I educate the customer so they feel such a connection. They don't want to leave me because I let them know, like, this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it. This is what you want. This is how we going to get it. I got your back. I'm here through the process. Most stylists don't do that. Hey, what you getting today? Okay. Okay, bye. Call me or you can go online to book. Site. Here's my book. So before you leave and go to the front to check out, let's talk about your plan. Here's your process. Here's what I recommend. Here's when I need to see you again. Here are the dates that are available. Here are a couple. Which ones work for you? Sign right there. Like, that's all. Like, it's simple and people don't do it because you're looking for something shiny and there's nothing shiny about it. It's just called show up day in and day out. Just because somebody's posting something on social media doesn't make you better. And I just wanted to tell you guys that because, you know, it's just so much opportunity everywhere, even in your current city. And what I did in California was nothing different what I did in Texas. It was nothing different than what I would do any other city that I go to. Any other city that I go to. But you have to actually get out of your own way with your limited thinking, guys. That's why I want everybody to be praying the prayer of Jabez this year, this whole year. We're going to start with this 30 days, but it's this whole year, every single morning. Oh, every single morning you need to pray. Pray First Chronicles 4, verse 9 and 10 every single morning. Don't put no buts about it. Don't add no stuff. Just pray the prayer and expect, because God will then start to show you. And don't get distracted by watching all the stuff that's going to make you believe that you're missing something. You know, this thing and that thing. Everything is new and exciting. Just listen. It's the same consistent things that allow you. How did you meet Gigi? Because she's my client. Gigi was my client. So a lot of people, I had a certain amount of people. I had about 20 women that paid me by the month. So basically they came every week and they paid me like $325 a month. Okay. So these women, they came every week. So we just became homie. Like the whole crew. I'm very good at cultivating an environment. If you guys took 12 days, 12 classes, you'll see how I talk about that. But like, I'm just good at making women comfortable, like in my salon, like, because I know what I want my salon experience to be like. So I dripped that thing in gold. You know what I'm saying? I had a mirror from the floor to floor. That mirror, people be twerking in that mirror, dancing in that mirror, touching on themselves. I bought that because women, you need to look at yourself, and you need to look at yourself in a beautiful gold mirror, child. Beautiful, floor to ceiling. Like, I just wanted them to feel beautiful. I had makeup, I had music, I had sexy glasses. Like, you know what I'm saying? We had wine, we had regular, like, it's just an environment. And so me and Gigi, we just hung out all the time. Gigi came to me when Gigi started with me from the very beginning. So when I said I wasn't doing hair, Gigi was the one who kept calling me from YouTube talking about, because Gigi's from Dallas, she lived in California. She kept talking about her hair, and I'm like, okay, fine. So I did her hair, and Gigi came every other day to get her hair done. Before she was a monthly paying client, Gigi came every other day to get her hair done. And I was like, you're getting on my nerves coming over here every other day, because this is crazy. I've never seen anybody come every other day. Like, what is happening? And she was like, I just need my hair done. So she would get her to the point where I was like, you just gave me. She would give me so much. I was like, how about we just go out? Because at that point, I'm new to the city. So I was like, let's go get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Buy me something to eat because I'm hungry. How about that? So then she would take me, and instead of paying me, I just let her, because I was like, dude, you already got your hair done 2 or 3 times this week. And so we just started hanging out. And she's from Dallas, so we just kind of, it just instantly became besties. That's just how me and Gigi been. We've been like that forever. Like, to the point where she would come and get her hair done. I would skip her on purpose so she could stay with me. Like we laugh, and y'all see how close me and Gigi are, because literally, I don't know, it's just God put her in my life, and she just always had my back, like, to this day. So that's why we so close. Like, I'll call her and be like, Mama. I always call her Mama. So it's just, Gigi just became like, I got allergies. Y'all see my eye messing up? Gigi just became the homie. Like, seriously, she's like a mama, sister, bestie. And we just have so much fun. We laugh. Oh my God, best friendship. Like, we just laugh so hard. We be like crying. We laugh so much. I feel like our relationship is just laughing. We laugh so much. It's just crazy. So right now we live in Carson. I lived in Long Beach and lived in Ladera Heights. Perfect life. What? That is cheap. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's get something in Beverly Hills. Yeah, I thought about it, but I just don't care enough. See, you gotta, and here's the thing about everything in general, you have to figure out what you care about. Like, what I care about is freedom. I care about freedom. So I want whatever that looks like for me. So I love the fact that I can work from anywhere, right? I love the fact that I'm not tied down because of a whole bunch of financial obligations. And it's actually it's crazy cool. Like, it's crazy cool. And you get to design it. I like the idea of the prayer of Jabez. I just moved to the Caribbean. I love it, Donna. What was included in your monthly services for your clients? I did short hair. I love you and Gigi's genuine friendship. That's my heart. I did short hair. I got to go home because, I ain't been there. And we talk all the time. Me, Gigi, and Kiki. And I gave them nicknames. Everybody called Gigi. And nobody calls Gigi until they start talking to me. But, what is it? Oh, hair services. I did shortcuts. I just did short hair. Like, anybody that want the Halle Berry, Belinda Williams, any of those short hairstyles, that's what I did. And so it was basically cut, color, relaxer, style. That's it. Let's see. What else you guys wanted to talk about? Let's see. How did you get to travel with? Oh, I answered that already. But yeah, guys, I just want to demystify the thing about moving to a new city, because the whole thing is just be ready to hustle. Hopefully I did a good job of that. Just be ready to hustle. Be ready to hustle. Be ready to hustle. Love it. Awesome. I love it, love it, love it. Yeah, just be ready to hustle. Any more questions about moving to another city to do hair? I think people, there's things you need. You need to market yourself. That means marketing is how people see you. If you got money, then you could definitely market it a different way. You can go do all the fancy stuff. But if you're moving and you have a low budget, that means you need to get out and be seen at least 2 hours a day. At the mall is my favorite. Go to the mall during lunchtime. That's like the easiest place to go, because everybody during lunchtime is out and about. In the evenings, all the mothers are scurrying the grocery stores. On the weekends, again, the mall is like a playground. Like, it's just so good. Every time I go to the mall here in Dallas, I run into so many black women that are looking for hairstylists. How do I know that? Because I talk to strangers. I was at Chick-fil-A. My honey was getting Chick-fil-A, and I was like sitting next to this lady, and I said, "Oh, who did your hair?" I'm just nosy. I don't care. I wasn't trying to get her to do nothing. I was like, "Who did your hair?" And she was like, "Oh, well," and she just started talking. And I was like, "Oh." And so then I gave her Toya's number. And because I just knew that, I don't know, she said the area, and Toya was in the area. So I gave her, and I was like, "Here, go to this person." But her whole frustration was stylists are not consistent, and she couldn't find anybody. And the whole thing, I'm like, that's so funny. People get offended by that, because this lady been in Dallas for, 2 years, and she can't find a hairstylist. And then people like, "Well, who is she looking for? Well, what is she?" No, how about this? She couldn't find you because you was too quiet. Don't worry about what she's been looking for. Don't even worry about her. But people can't find you because you're too quiet. How do you make noise? You have to get out and be seen. You have to be passing out your cards. It's a way of life. It's what you do every day. You got to be talking to people, okay? And you need to be posting YouTube videos, because to me, YouTube is the number one. It's the best. It's free. It's a free resource. I keep telling y'all that. I don't know why y'all don't understand when y'all even talk to me and buy my programs. Side note, do y'all know the CEO Stylist Mastermind is open right now? So it's open for enrollment, which I'm teaching you all of this stuff. Like, you can do it by yourself and keep doing it. Everybody, like Suzanne Evans just said, new year, new me, but you're doing the same. Ain't nothing new about you if you ain't got no new habits, no new strategy. You have the same strategy. What is the newness? There is no newness. That's just hype for the year. I've heard several people say that, and I believe that is so true. Hi, Cecilia. Let's see. You're so inspiring. Thank you. Any professional? Duh, Ben Adams in the building. Ben, I send everybody your number. Y'all, I love influence products. If you're talking about short hairstyling in general, I think influence is impeccable. I think the quality of the product, I love the way it makes the hair look. I love the royal silk. I love the foam wrap. It's just the bomb. I love that it's black owned. I love that they are very OCD about not letting people get their products and dilute it. It's just an excellent company, and I should be getting paid to say this, but I'm just saying. Y'all hit Ben up. He's on my Facebook. Ben Adams on Facebook. He can hook you up. Like, matter of fact, I need to order some protein, Ben. I'll text you. I was looking for my phone right here. But listen, like, I love influence products. That's what I sold to my clients. And for everybody who think black women don't buy retail, think again. My clients, even the ones who pay me by the month, still bought products every month. Why? Because there are moments that your clients need stuff without you. Most people have the mentality of, if I sell them the products, they're going to want to do it by themselves. All this so limited thinking. Nobody got time for thinking in 2018, okay? In 2018, I'm going to just request that you just enlarge your territories. How do you do that? By taking the limits off of God. God, the blessings are already yours. It's done. It's up to you to actually receive. If your mindset is closed, then you're only going to get closed things. So you're only receiving as much as you can hold. So your capacity has to be expanded, and that's why I'm always ranting and running my mouth. Yeah, it's not for everybody. Some people are going to be like, she crazy, It's okay. There are people who email me every single day and say, I finally get it. So you have to be willing to constantly work on your mindset, constantly work on your daily habits and your strategies, or you will be the same. It will be the same thing on 2019 in February. You're going to be like, dang, I did the same thing again. Like, my business doubled in the last 3 years, like doubled. The numbers doubled. Why? Because, and you can have quantum leaps. There's a book called Quantum Leap. Read it. You can have quantum leaps in your business, but it just requires you to actually slow down, look at what is, look at where you want to go, and get a strategy that supports that. When you're moving to another city, You definitely need a strategy and you need accountability. That's why the CEO Stylist Mastermind is there. You guys who already know, when you email me, I email you back, I hit you up, and I give you the real, right? And it's up to how, I can't guarantee your results, but what I do know is a few things work really, really well. I want everyone on YouTube this year. YouTube is a gift from Jesus himself. I'm just saying. It's amazing. Like, it's free. And there's so many people that it's just a lead generator. In your business, you need what's called a lead generator. Okay? So I have several lead generators. Number one, I have me. I'm a lead generator. I will go outside with a notebook, pen, and paper and ask for a name, phone number, and email, whichever one you're comfortable with, because I got something for you. Boom, I just asked for it. That's the number one lead generator. Me, LakeishaMichelle.com, okay? Now, the second lead generator, my biggest lead generator, is YouTube. I don't know why people are waiting from a sign from Jesus. You're looking for a boat, an airplane. You're looking for all of this just craziness. You're looking for all of these. What are you looking for? Remember that Kirk Franklin song? What you looking for? I know what you're looking for. What you looking for? You don't have to search no more. I've been searching. People, speaking of searching, Google is a search engine. So how does this help you? Guess what? Google and YouTube are the same company. So when someone says best black hair products for women, guess what they're going to find? I don't know. Google and see. But that's because them people did some stuff on the internet. But your YouTube video will actually skip those people and be found if you consistently talk about you are the best hair care product. I just gave it to somebody. Maybe you use it, maybe you don't. Do you service at Mr. Ben's? I don't do hair anymore. I haven't done hair. And I teach hair videos. So let's be clear. I teach hair, short hair specifically. So you can join that Short Hair Bootcamp Live. That's $19 a month. And this week on Short Hair Bootcamp Live, next Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, we are doing hair where you can actually virtually do hair at the same time with me. That's exciting. You don't need to be tech savvy. You can use your phone or your iPad. Boom. So shorthairbootcamplive.com. Now, my mastermind, what I'm committed to is talking business all year with you guys and helping you not do the stupid stuff that I did in my business and still make six figures. $137,000 ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's working part-time. I don't work all day, every day, all week. That's just annoying. That's annoying. I don't want to do that. So that's what I chose, right? But who can do that lazily? But guess what? This year, your girl is going hard. And I'm going to be telling you guys about it. And I'm going to show you how to do it. And you're going to do it too. And so for that, my membership for the year is literally you can start for $85. $85, 6 payments of $85. That is like a steal. And guess what? The first 200 people who are about it, like Master P says, then you get the course for $85 a month. Okay. And guess what? $85 a month is $497. Now, after we have 200 members that are getting, we got success stories. This has already been tested. We tested it last year. So I already know that this works, right? But then the price goes up to what I've always wanted to be was $997 for the year. And that gives you access to, you get discounts on other people's events. So like, for example, Lisa Nichols, her events are life-changing. My members will get access to the stuff that she does. And then the events that I do, you get discounts. So the membership also comes with, you get online classes and you get live event access discounts, right? And you just get access and support. People need support. People need to understand business. If you grew up in the hood, you don't understand business. So it's not just about work hard, because you could be doing the wrong thing. How about having someone look at your structure? How about following a working blueprint, right? Because business needs to have certain elements, and it's not hard as people think. It's really not, man. It's really not. Now I was asking if Mr. Ben service Arkansas. Oh yeah, call Mr. Ben. If he can't help you, he know who can. That's one thing I love about him. He's professional. He teaches classes. He helps people as well. Like, he do everything. Like, just call him. He's in Dallas, and I'm pretty sure he serves Arkansas. And I think he got, like, people that do stuff, too. So, Mr. Ben is a professional, and he's an honorable man. I like honorable people. He has great business acumen. And so, that is that. Any other questions, guys? I'm about to roll out because my honey said he need a snack. Because we don't have no food. Because I was trying to be healthy, so I ate this healthy choice thing. And I was sitting here as hungry. I'm like, man, I guess I have to go get a margarita. You're going to be like, really, Michelle? Maybe, I think that's appropriate. Okay, no more questions. I'm out. See y'all later. If you want to join the mastermind, LakeishaMichelle.com, and you'll see join the CEO Stylist Mastermind. Thank you for all your love here on YouTube. I've been hustling to join. I have to do the payments. Payments are great. Payments are great, guys. Don't knock the payments. That means you get to keep, more revenue in your month. $85. You can literally go Uber for a day and get that money. If you don't want to Uber, then look for something you can sell in your house. Sell some shoes. I mean, it's worth it. And it's business strategy. Most people are trying to run a business with no strategy. It's like, oh, let me just do hair. It's more than just standing behind the chair. It's more than just that. So that's all I'm saying. I love you. Love you too, guys. Holla back. I'm Lakeisha Michelle. Go to LakeishaMichelle.com for more information. If you have any questions, hit me up. I see you guys. I call y'all back all the time. I love talking to you guys. I feel like I know you forever when I get you on the phone or email. But for influence products, hit up Ben Adams on Facebook. And that is all. And get your hustle on. That's it. Talk to people. Dress up, look presentable, and say, hey, I can serve you. Here you go. And it's not about chasing money. Don't look at clients as just a dollar sign. Actually look to help people, because then you actually get the clients to stay around longer. All right? Holla back. My main goal was to let you guys know that when you move to a new city, you just have to be willing to spend, at least 5 days a week getting out and getting people and marketing yourself. And that is just giving people your information, trying to book them on the spot using sales techniques, right? I teach all that stuff in the class. Go to LakeishaMichelle.com and you can sign up. All right, bye. Bye, guys. See you later.